Good morning, Summit families. How are you guys today? This is Coach Sabra, and I am coming to you, and we are going to offer you a challenge. I want you to send me videos of you to my email, by the way, which I do not share, to show me your ABCs of gymnastics. All right. I have sent a sheet along with your reminder that this was coming up today. And it's got all different kinds of gymnastic skills, and they are alphabetically, right? So I started at A and went all the way down and made a sheet for you to get some information off of, some ideas. But here's the bigger challenge. I want to see if you can come up with something a little different. I want to see if you can find something a little different than what I found. Okay? Now, if you can't, totally good with it. I don't care. I just love seeing the videos. I love seeing what you guys are doing and just knowing that you're out there and we miss you. So let's get kind of started. I want to go through each of the skills that are on the list so you have an idea of what they are. And I would love to see you put together a whole long video and then just send it to me at Sabra, S-A-B-R-A, at summitsportscenter.com. Now remember, this is something you can do at home in your living room or outside on the trampoline. You can also do it just in your backyard. And some things you're going to be able to do, some things you're going to, if you're inside, just be smart about it. Tone it down. You don't have to do a front tuck in the middle of, your living room, because I'm sure mom will probably not appreciate that. I know that I would not particularly appreciate that because they don't want you coming through the floor from upstairs if you have an upstairs. All right. And I know lots of you do. All right, so let's get started today. Well, first of all, what we need to do before we do that even is to get started by warming up just a little bit. So let's warm up our bodies. Let's put that down. We'll warm up our bodies first. All right. Now, if you're at home, I would love to see you comment so that I know you're here. All right? All right, so let's get moving. We're moving, we're jogging, just getting our knees up. And we're kicking our booties. And we're doing some jumping jacks. Whew. All right. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Now let's do some stretches, just a little bit of stretching. Just a little bit of stretching. Stretching up and leaning over. Good, and up and leaning over the other way. And down. Good, you should be feeling the stretch right here in the back of your legs. Good. Roll up and let's roll at our necks. Forward only, sideways, forward only. And stretch out our shoulders. Other side. And let's do open and together, open and shut. Yep, making stars with your fingers, up and down, turn sideways, hammers. Remember, this is getting the synovial fluid going in your wrist. So anytime you start to feel that your wrist's starting to hurt, make sure you go back and do that. That will help you to get that fluid moving again and help your joints feel a little bit better. All right, let's go ahead and let's do our splits. I'm going to move this down just a little bit. Yep, see, I'm right downstairs in my living room, So I'm not sure you guys have seen the living room down here before. Usually I'm up in my bonus room. We're pushing our hips down, trying to keep our knee straight from all the way down and back up here. Oh, my hip's been hurting lately. Push back. And lean forward one more time. I hope you guys are having a good break. I think some of you are at school, but I'm not 100%. Lean back. And slide down into the split. So if you're watching this later, feel free to remember to send me that video. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And you know what? I'm going to take off my shoes. This will be a little easier without shoes. All right, let's go the other side. And lean forward. Now remember, we're also doing these splits not only because we're trying to stretch out, but it's also we're trying to keep ourselves limber while we're on this break. Because when we come back, we could have lost some of the elasticity in our muscles. So if we keep them moving and keep them warm and keep them stretching, we'll get them better. Remember, turn that knee under. And there is a whole video about splits. So if you go to our virtual content under our event section, you'll find lots of videos. So you can work on your splits. There is videos for back walkovers. Hey, let's slide down to these splits. Back walkovers. There is videos for cartwheels. There are all different kinds of videos that have been made that you can learn from while you're out on this break, so that it keeps you moving forward. Because that's our goal, is to move you forward no matter what. 9, 10. Good. All right, and I'm going to stretch out this way too because my hips have been hurting. So I'm going to add this stretch in. If you can touch I am not able to do this, just so you know. That is not me. But if you can put your hips down and try and touch your toes to your head, I'd love to see that too. I will not be trying that. Good. Shoulder stretch, kitty cat stretch. And one more time. And down. If when your arms are all the way flat down and you can get your armpits down, push up on your finger and then stretch down a little bit more. That will help you. All right, and then let's do our bridges. Are you ready? Lay down on your backs and get ready to bridge up. Hands by your shoulders and bridge up, push up all the way up. Now, I don't know that my socks are going to do this, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right, one more. Ready? We're going to do it again. Here we go. Yep, I know. Some of us hate these. I'm not really good at them either, but we're trying, right? Trying together. Here we go. And bridge up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and come down. Woo. And let's tuck and roll. Roll up those backs. Remember, every time we stretch, we want to stretch out the other muscles. Good. All right. So let's get to it, shall we? All right. I'm moving my computer back up here so you can see me as I stand up, because some of this, I'll flip-flop back and forth. Just so you know, since it's live, I'm not always the best at this. I'm not perfect, so I will make lots and lots of mistakes. But that's okay. We just get back up and we try it again, right? Right. All right. So, arabesque. Now, an arabesque is a little bit different than a scale. When I see you guys do your arabesque, a lot of times I see you try and do a scale. I want you to be able to see my feet, so I'm going to tip you a little bit further. All right, an arabesque is keeping your shoulders back, shoulders up, and you're going to lift up that back leg. Our arms are going to go out. This is an arabesque. Notice how my chest is still up and it's not dropped down forward. This is a scale. This is an arabesque. All I'm doing is keeping my hips straight, arms out, and arabesque. That's A. All right, B, back bend, backward roll, or back walkover. All right, if you're doing your back walkover, remember to plant your base leg right down here and point your front toe, squeeze your belly, and lift up and all the way over. I don't do back walkovers. And I don't really do back bends either. But, so we're going to do our back bend here. Hands are up, reaching backwards. Now, Coach Akila really likes you to take your hands just like this. I hear her say that all the time. Make a triangle with your hands or a diamond. And as you go over, you're watching that diamond all the way over. And then as you land, your hands just pop apart. I love that about her. She does a great job teaching a back bend. All right, so arms up, lean back, and poop, arms out. And then we land on the floor. Now, if you are not comfortable doing this, don't do it. If you need a spot, mom, dad, you can put your hands right here on their hips. So you're holding them with your hands behind their back. And you can allow them to lean backwards. And then you're going to hold their hips, help them rock, and rock back up. And pull them this way. Now, you're not pulling hard. You're just gently lifting. Okay? Now, because sometimes I know they're just going to do it whether you want them to or not. Then we also could do B, backwards roll. So if you're doing your backwards roll, hand here and roll over and land on your feet, right? All the way back here. Tuck, backwards roll. Or straddle backwards roll. I don't particularly care what kind of backwards roll. All right, so then we're going to move on to C, cartwheel. Now, you all know I know how to do a cartwheel. Most of you do. And I can do a cartwheel on both sides. So maybe you can up your challenge and do your opposite side cartwheel. Or that could actually begin with O, but that's all right. Let's do our cartwheels. Cartwheel. Point your toe in that cartwheel. I do not want to see any bad form when I see this. All right, so make sure that your form is good. Keep your legs straight. All right, point your toes. All right, C. D, dive roll. Now, a dive roll is a forward roll, but it goes up into the air. So you want to practice getting up into the air, and it's it's almost like a flying motion. So you just want to jump up and roll. Woo! Now I'm going to tell you, the carpeting in my living room is not the best. Well, it's really nice, but it's just not great for forward rolls. But that's okay. You can do it on the ground. If you have an air track outside, I'd love to see it there. Wherever you can do this, I want to see them, put them all together, make me a good video. All right, G, good leg split. Now, we've already done that, haven't we? So we can do it again. Favorite leg, G. And if you come up with another G, I would make it. Of course, you could go good side cartwheel, but good is kind of a cop-out. But I don't think there's too many G letters. All right. Woo, look, mine's getting better. It's getting almost all the way down. Woo, not the best, but it's getting there. G, good side split. F, forward roll, front walkover. Was there anything else I had on my list? Front tuck. If you can do this on the air track or the trampoline, absolutely, show me. I want to see it. A front tuck is right? You run, you punch, and you flip over, right? It's a front flip with no hands, front tuck. Now, if you are not able to do a forward roll, don't do this. And if you've never tried one before, maybe try some dive forward rolls before you do it. And also remember that this is maybe a on the trampoline skill, right? If you don't have trampoline, maybe let's not try this unless you are in my intermediate or my advanced class. Well, really just intermediate because you guys are my advanced class. Okay. So then we've got G, H, handstand. Handstand. Oh, F, G. We did good leg split. Look, I didn't even know the alphabet. I did G before I did F. It's okay. I've lost my mind, but remember, I didn't have one in the first place. Now it's really gone. Okay, so H, handstand. Nice, tight, and tall, squeezing, starting in a great lunge, leaning forward, lever, handstand, lever, lunge. I want to see it. Handstand. Okay, then I. I is a little bit of a different skill also. A lot of dancers use this. It's called an illusion. Now, I will tell you that I'm not necessarily great at this skill. I haven't done it in many moons. But all you do is you do something like a needle scale, and then you flip around. So it's here, and it helps you go all the way around to this side. And you actually shouldn't use your hands, but you can use your hands to cheat a little bit. So it's here, up, turn, and back in. Okay? All right. Illusion, I. If you can come up with a better I would love to see that too, because I haven't found too many people that found some good I moves. All right. J, jumps. I don't care what kind of jump you do. You can do a tuck jump, a straddle jump, a pike jump, a jump full turn, but they're all jumps. So find one. My favorite is the jump full turn. I start facing this way and jump around just like to that. Okay? Jump full turn. I want to see your jumps. J, K, kick. Easy, right? You can do a side kick. Boom. You can do a front kick. Here, you can do a back kick. Here, you can do, I don't know, a round kick. Yep. There's one that goes all the way around. Yeah. Show me that kick. You can also find something else that's a K. All right. L, lever. Now, I use this. Oh, there's a lot of ones that do leaps. I want to see a good lever because this is a hard skill for people to get correctly. Lunge, lever, hold. You should be in a T, lever, and lean back into that lunge. Lever. You can also do a leap. I will let you do the leap, but I want to see the lever too. Okay? All right, good. M. What do we have? Oh, middle splits. So, find a line. Slide down in those splits. All the way down as far as you can. If you can go down on your elbows, go down on your elbows. Good. Middle split. And then in needle. So it was a little bit like that illusion that we did the other day. A few seconds ago, where we went around in a circle. A needle is just like this, where you go here and you kick your leg up. Now, you see dancers do this a lot in dances. It's really a dance move that they use a lot of times, but it's also a gymnastic skill. So get that leg up, show me that needle. And you should be up. Your leg should be straight up, and your other leg should be straight down. So you're all the way in a line, okay? That's why they call it a needle. So your legs are in a nice straight line, just like a needle would be, a sewing needle. All right. Then we are going to go, one arm cartwheel. One arm cartwheel. Arms up, reach out, and go. One arm cartwheel. Now, I like to use my favorite arm first. Some people put the other arm. I don't care. As long as it's one arm, it's all good with me. All right? One arm cartwheel. If you want to get really tricky and show me the other side one arm cartwheel, I'd like to see that too. I'm always up for a good challenge, right? Right. All right. Now we are going to a pike jump. Now you may have done this in your jump, but that's right. Pike means that you should be up in this position here in the air, jumping up with your toes. Now on trampoline, this is pretty easy and pretty awesome. I love a pike jump on a trampoline. But if you're doing it on the ground, it's a little bit harder, a lot more challenging. So let's try it. Ready? And jump up. Not great, and it could be better. I want to see yours. Okay, good. Now, Q. Now let me tell you, Q is not easy. Q is not easy at all. So what we came up with is a quarter turn. Quarter means just 1/4. So we have our jump full turn, which you saw me do earlier. And a quarter turn just means you're going to jump and go 1/4 away around, right? It's kind of like math. You can go all the way around, you can go halfway around, but half of a half is just a quarter. So you're going to jump and turn in a quarter. It's just kind of like turning the corner, just going right around. Here, quarter turn. Now, you can also do this quarter turn on toe. And I like that one better. It's here, arms are up, lift up, and turn right to the side. Start facing forward and facing to the side. Quarter turn with a Q. I know, it takes some searching for that. R, round off. So what's a round off, right? It is a cartwheel where we land with 2 feet. Now, my biggest problem with our round offs is a lot of times we drag our hand around. Try not to do that. Keep your arms by your ears. Reach out and land with your feet together. Arms, I'm going to step back a little bit more. Arms out and push. Round off. Now I'm going to tell you, my round off in my living room is not near as good as my round off that's going to be at the gym. I promise. Okay? Or maybe even outside. It might be a little bit better outside. Okay, round off. But round off is a cartwheel that lands with how many feet? 2. 2 feet. Cartwheel that lands with 2 feet. Okay, now, now we're up to S, scale. Scale. You can also do a split leap. I'm sure there's some other S words, but I chose scale because I really like them. Now, we talked at the very beginning, we talked about an arabesque. Okay, so it's a little bit like an arabesque. However, and we do these on beam and in floor. Put our arms out, lift our back leg up, and your shoulders go down a little bit. Not a lot. We're not dropping our chest all the way to the ground because that's not the correct form. Keeping our chest up and lifting it up. S. Scale. Okay, try and get that back leg up as high as you possibly can. Now, another great tool while you're doing this is watching the camera to see how high you lift your leg. Because I bet you think you lift your leg higher than you do. All right? So, watch it so that you know exactly what's going on. All right, scale, tuck jump, T, tuck jump. Easy, right? Tuck jump. Knees up. There you go. Now, you can also, if you're outside, you could do a tuck, like a back tuck or a front tuck. Just show me. Come up with your own T skill. U. Now, let me tell you what. U is really hard. U, sometimes they say, I've seen some videos where they do an undercut, like an undercut back handspring, which means it's too short. A lot of people do undercut back handsprings on their trampoline, and I hate them. Don't do them. So what we're going to do is just make a little obstacle course and just find, look, I'm going to use my shoes. I want you to, you'll have to do this one a little bit differently. I want you to go over something and then under something. So, you know what? I've got a table over here. Let's use that. Now, I'm not going to go over the table because I haven't lost my mind. But I can do my monkey that I use for my preschool class. I can go do a tuck jump over him, and I can go under the table. Now, my intermediate girls know that we do this for conditioning, right? Over, under, over, under, over, under. That helps work out all of your core skills. So if you can do something that's over, under, or under, over, that makes me happy. However, if you show me a undercut cartwheel or an undercut back handspring, which means it's super short and all crammed together, and it's the wrong thing to do, I'll be okay with it just for this. But don't do it for anything else because I will fuss, right? Right. Most of you know I'll fuss. I don't mind. Okay. U. And if you come up with a better U, I want to know about it because I haven't found it yet. All right, now V. V up or a Valdez. Some of you will know what a Valdez is. Valdez. A Valdez is actually a back bend. You put your favorite leg out front, you put your hand behind you, and then you push up from into a bridge and kick over. All right? Now, guess what? I'm not doing that. Okay? Not my thing. Haven't done one in many years. But I did used to be able to do them on the beam, but that was really a long time ago. Like, I'm 105, so probably at least 85 years ago. All right, so Valdez or a V-sit. V, right here. Now, the only thing that's touching is my bottom, V-sit. All right? So if you're in my Foundations 1 class, I'd like to see the V-sit. If you are in my intermediate class, I wouldn't mind seeing the Valdez out of you guys. Try it. Look it up. It's on YouTube, I promise. All right. W, walkovers. Any kind of walkovers. Back walkovers, front walkovers. Starting up here, lifting up, reaching backwards, and going all the way over, splitting and stepping down. Or front walkovers. Here, hands down, lean. Again, I am not always able to do some of these skills because I am a little bit older. All right, maybe a lot. Now, X, star jump. There's not a lot of X's either, so I want you to jump, straddle, and star jump. Okay, it's also a strength move, and if you can do that 20 times, you're going to get stronger. Star jump, Y scale. Now, some of you, I don't know, we'll see. Y scale, so you're going to take your foot up here, you're going to lift up, and you're going to do a Y. Not bad. It's been a long time since I've done that. Y, make your body into a Y. And Z. Z is either a no-handed cartwheel or an aerial cartwheel, no-handed. All right? So, hands by your side. Look at your belly button and roll over. Make sure that you're looking at your belly button if you're doing this as a forward roll. No-handed forward roll. Okay? Hands here, look down, and roll over. Should be easy. All the way over. Perfect. Oh my goodness. All right. So we've gone through the alphabet, right? No-handed forward roll. Zero-handed forward roll. Not no. Zero so that we can make it a Z because there are really no other Z gymnastics moves either. So, whatever you can do with 0 hands will fit the requirement. All right. I want to see these videos, right? So you need to be able to send me these videos. Also, after you've done the whole ABCs, I'd love to see you spell out your name first and last. I know, I heard somebody complaining, but my last name is so long. I don't care. Mine is too. So, first and last out of these skills so that you can do something creative. Get your mind turning and moving and get outside and have fun. All right. So, I want to end this by doing some strength moves. Are you ready? Let's do some strength moves. Now I'm going to tell you, I've been doing some strength moves in some of my other classes that I have online, and my legs are super, super sore. So, we're still going to do them though. You don't get out of them just because I'm sore. I don't get out of them because I'm sore. We just got to do them. All right, let's start with our 10 push-ups. Are you ready? Hands right here, straight body. If your body is not able to be straight, just like this, I want you to take your knees and go up here. If there is no shame in doing a push-up on your knees because sometimes our arms are just not strong enough yet to make us do the right body shape. All right? So here we go. We're going to do 10. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Good. Now, let's do a hollow hold. Are you ready? We're going to keep our legs up like this. We're going to bring our shoulders up like this. And we're going to hold it there. Now, if you're able to, lower your legs. That is actually a hollow hold, and we're going to hold it for 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can make it. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo, man. Good job. Good job. I know that's rough sometimes, but I know you can do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're there, I hope that you all are having a great week. I hope that you all have an amazing Easter. Easter's coming up, and I hope you have a great celebration. We will see you here again next week. Have a great one.